Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at Noon.
Crews spent hours trying to figure out what caused this Jessamine County apartment building to catch fire.
A truck driver is caught on camera blowing through a Winchester barricade, nearly hitting a police cruiser and several emergency workers.
A lot of rain over the region as of right now, but you know what? We're not moving away from that anytime soon. Still much more to go as we go throughout the next 36 hours. But we do have one dry day in the forecast, and I'll show you when coming up. WKYT News at Noon starts right now.
Good afternoon from WKYT News on your Friday. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Barbara Bailey. Don't be surprised if you hear a few rumbles of thunder today.
And even if you don't hear thunder, you'll certainly be seeing some rain. WKYT meteorologist Micah Harris is keeping us alert to heavy showers that are moving in, and he's tracking it on the First Alert Defender. Micah?
Well, you can see it on Defender right behind me. I mean, that's a lot of rain rolling on through the region. And look, that's going to last with us for quite some time. I don't see it really stopping anytime soon, as we picked up some pretty decent amounts here and there. Most of us right around are actually less than 1/4 of an inch, so there's decent, but the heaviest rain's not even here yet. It's on the way. And I want to show you this, a few blips there on the radar throwing off a few lightning strikes, so don't be surprised if you hear a rumble of thunder here and there. The heaviest rain is still back toward the west, but you can see it slowly but surely gliding toward us. Look at these temperatures. I mean, we're really getting that increase of temperatures coming in from the south and southwest. Now, that warm front is not over the region, over the full region just yet. You can see that 41 in Covington, and then we're talking about 54 there in Lexington and 51 in Frankfort. So it feels good in some spots, but all in all, as we go throughout the rest of the day, off into the night, off into tomorrow, it's just going to be rainy, guys, so go ahead and get ready for that. When does the rain stop? I mean, fully stop. Well, I'll go over that in your latest forecast. Coming to you in about 10 minutes.
Well, that's the question, and we'll see you in just a little bit. And let's get to more news.
Investigators are back at the scene of a fire that destroyed a Nicholasville home.
Right. It took firefighters from 3 different departments to put out the flames last night at the corner of Chestnut and Walnut and First Streets. And today, investigators are still trying to figure out what started it. But as WKYT's Whitney Wetzel reports, the condition of what's left of the home is making it hard for them to get inside. She has our top story at noon. Whitney?
Investigators have been back out at the scene since daylight, working to figure out a cause for this fire. Police and firefighters have been here at the corner of First and Walnut all morning. That after spending about 7 hours on scene last night. A fire at this apartment building started around 6 o'clock, and by the time crews got here, they say the flames were out of control. A pregnant woman was found asleep inside one of the units. Crews were able to get her out to safety, but they weren't able to save much of the building. Investigators weren't able to go too far inside because of the amount of damage. So far, they haven't been able to determine a cause for the fire, but say they are suspicious.
We have eyewitnesses that have video, and we saw some imagery, and the fire was just really fast moving and fast developing, and due to fire behavior, that's in the middle of the day, it's kind of unlikely.
Officials say there were at least 8 separate units inside of this building, but they're not sure how many were being occupied. In Nicholasville, Whitney Wetzel, WKYT.
And officials say several tenants had recently been evicted from their apartment there.
School officials hope to use winter break to fix a potentially dangerous problem at a Lexington school. They detected high levels of radon at the Locust Trace Agri-Science Center, a technical high school on Leestown Road. The CDC says radon is the second leading cause of lung cancer in the U.S. A truck driver is in a lot of trouble this midday. Winchester police say he drove right through a roadblock, nearly hitting one of their officers. WKYT was on the scene and caught the close call on camera. Mark Barber just spoke with police. He joins us now with some new information on the case. Mark?
Police say when the driver of the 18-wheeler blew past the roadblock that was set up here at Lexington Avenue and Bypass Road, he nearly hit an officer in a police cruiser as well as emergency crews who were trying to clear a wreck. Our cameras captured the 18-wheeler barreling through the barrier. Police believe the driver, 37-year-old Quincy Collier, was tired of waiting on crews to clear the road.
He went around about approximately 10 cars and several police cars across over into the opposite lane of traffic. And then when he did cut back over, almost striking a police officer in his cruiser.
Police say crews had the road blocked because they were working to tow a couple cars that crashed around 12:30 this morning. Officers tell us a driver lost control on the slick roads and crossed the median, hitting another car. 2 people were rushed to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Police say they hope this close call will be a wake-up call for reckless drivers.
Hopefully people will learn from this that, the blue lights are on or emergency lights and equipment are activated. Just take time and try to slow down and be cautious through those areas.
Collier denied a request for a jail interview. He's charged with reckless driving as well as wanton endangerment. In Winchester, Mark Barber, WKYT.
Now, police believe Collier only waited in traffic for about 30 minutes before he ran through that roadblock. We're told that no one was hurt.
We are learning new information this midday about a crime alert where a man was tied up in his own home. The victim tells us that he had just returned to his Squires Woods Way home from the Temple area when he noticed the back sliding glass door had been smashed out. He says then someone grabbed him and handcuffed him to a swinging couch in his living room. The victim tells us that he was able to drag that couch over to the phone. That's where he dialed 911. The robber took off with the man's checks. No arrests have been made in that. Police are also looking for a man who robbed a Lexington business. Police say a man implied that he had a weapon and then threatened the clerk at the Southern Rays Tanning Salon on Richmond Road last night. They say he was wearing a black hoodie and a flannel shirt.
Police say they caught a Central Kentucky couple in a hotel room with a missing 15-year-old girl. Berea police charged Jordan Palmer and Andrea Baker with unlawful transaction with a minor. Palmer also faces a rape charge, and Baker is charged with sex abuse. Police say they discovered the pair in a room in the Knights Inn with a girl who ran away. In addition to the sex crimes, police say the pair gave the teen meth.
Everyone made it out of a Lexington home safely after an early morning fire today. It started around 6 o'clock this morning on Florence Avenue off Georgetown Street. Investigators say it looks like the fire started in the attic. During this time of year, firefighters are urging homeowners to be extra cautious.
Don't overload outlets, surge protectors. Don't run, space heaters 24/7 if you can help it. Just be very conscientious of what you're doing to the electrical systems in the house, because some of those things can go unsight, unseen for a long time like this and just go off, when we're asleep or whatever in the morning. If this gentleman hadn't been awake with no working smoke detectors, it could have been very bad.
Fire investigators believe that a space heater is what sparked the flames there.
A longtime educator will be the acting superintendent for Fayette County Schools. The board unanimously chose Dr. Marlene Helm. She'll take over for Dr. Tom Shelton when he steps down at the end of the month. Dr. Helm was acting superintendent in Lexington once before, back in 2004. Her contract extends through June 30th. The school board hopes to hire a permanent superintendent before July 1st.
Says she is ready to hit the ground running. Well, for the 11th year in a row, the Fayette County Sheriff is reaching out to give back to the community.
Their winter care program kicks off today. The program is meant to emphasize the severity of winter weather and how to plan for it as the winter season approaches. The Sheriff's Office is partnering with Republic Bank of Lexington and Chase Dry Cleaners to kick off a coat and blanket drive to go to families affected by severe winter weather this season.
We tend to learn something new every year to be better the next year. So this year we decided to go ahead and launch it before the weather got bad. And we do want to be ready for whatever comes this winter.
Last year, the drive collected more than 1,000 coats to distribute throughout Fayette County.
Well, it won't be long now before the Grammy Awards will be honoring music's best.
And some of the nominees were announced this morning. Find out who's leading the pack.
That's coming up on Kentucky's #1 Midday News. Also, the president makes his pick for Secretary of Defense. More on the man who's expected to be taking that big role.